Ever wondered if there was an anime out there that had the idea for a fist for a brain? That's God of High School. Based on the hit webtoon series by the same name, it's about a teenager who enters a tournament to be crowned the God of High School. Pretty straightforward, right?
Right.
Wrong!
Oh man, do I have a lot of stuff to explain why I don't really like this anime. Now let me start off first by saying the artist's work is not that bad at all. Speaking as an artist myself, his work is very professional. I also see he incorporates a lot of his work from other animes. Take his character Jin Mori. He looks like a fusion of Goku and Tai from Digimon. Now, designing the character's looks is one thing, but when you basically copy the character's personality and to, him having traits like, oh, I'm being hungry all the time, to being excited about fighting all the time.
You've got a personality.
Or at the very least, it's just plagiarism.
So let's start with the introduction to the anime. It's like this techno beat intro with flashy lights and random text appearing. And it's basically reusing animations from the series. It's already saying like, yeah, we don't gotta try.
Sky's the limit when you don't give a...
So the story's about Goggle Goku. Yeah, I'm calling him that even though those are not really goggles. He wants to compete in the Tournament of Main God of High School. This is where he meets Miss Kaoru and black-haired Ichigo, who are at first more interesting than the main character because of their past. But then they get animated off from being like high-ranked genuine fighters to Krillin status. At first, I did like the concept of the anime introducing all these different martial artists with different fighting styles. It kind of reminded me of Street Fighter. I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome! I also love the whole fight choreography in the beginning. But then after like the next episode, they're like, fighting styles mean nothing if you don't have superpowers, thus making the first episode completely pointless. It's basically like saying, ha, you think your boxing style can beat Superman? And the boxer is like, no, I just want to test my skills against another human. Shut up! And the pacing of the anime was really fast with just fighting. With every episode being like it was written by a preschooler, honestly. With one fighter like, wahaha, I'm stronger than you, I defeated you now. And then the other fighter's like, nope. How? 'Cause that's not an answer. Shut up! Yeah, that bad, people. That bad. I did like the whole Jigo character though. Yeah, I do not know why, but villains appeal more to me than the heroes, honestly. I think I like him though because of his trusty street sharks. But we never see the shark ever again once he reaches his god form. Oh, and don't get me started on how he reaches his god form. It's like the typical anime trope of how you get your god form. Whether it's some jewel, artifact, or spirit god that turns you into some sort of deity. But let me tell you.
What really grinds my gears?
So first let me explain. Jigal is a character who believes in the fact that there are only two kinds of people in this world. Winners and losers.
If you're strong, you live. If you're weak, you die.
So when you basically live by this code of life, when you fight, your mindset is already like,
I'm gonna kill that mother.
When you achieve your godlike form, and then when you throw your godlike spear at someone, and you have this mindset of finishing off your opponents, what happens here? He just stuns him.
What?
Morty?
What?
And that was enough to trigger Goggle Goku's god form.
What?
I mean, come on, really guys? If you don't put death into your anime series when your character is supposed to feel helpless and hopeless, then that's not going to leave a major impact on your protagonist, but more importantly, your audience. I know you guys love the story of Journey to the West, but come on, there's a lot of awesome original material out there. Granted, even if they're not drawn well, I mean, look at One Punch Man series. Look at how terrible it is. But then when you pass it on to like a great artist, it just gets transformed into like the next best thing. There's a lot of originality, guys. Come on, don't just copy and paste. There. I know that was a lot to get out of my system, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If this anime came out during the 90s, teenage me would have probably loved this. Because I watched a lot of old school animes like Ronin Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. But my guy, it's now 2020. I feel like this formula doesn't work anymore. You need like a good story to back up all the fighting. Yeah, and I know Dragon Ball Super was kinda like this same formula. But the reason why that worked more better is because we were given a chance to know these characters for so many decades. And it was well-written stories by Akira Toriyama that we'll never forget for very good reasons. Yeah, I'll never like Super compared to Z, but Super did give me Lord Beerus. So I have to give Super more props on that versus God of High School. However, if you were a young anime fan who never saw fighting anime before and you really dig God of High School, then that's great for you. I'm glad you got some out of it. However, if you think there are important elements from the series that are only on webtoons, please leave a comment down below. Since I do animations, I don't really have time to read.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
But I'll definitely listen to your comment. Also, it would really help me out a lot if you guys share this video with your friends and family and give this video a like, and also be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. I would really appreciate it more if you guys supported me on my Patreon page, as this video took me 2 weeks to make, but if you can't, that's okay. Also, don't forget to read my indie comic on Webtoons. It was featured in this video. I'm SP Mask, and don't forget to burns on.
The barbecue burger's like the big boy.
Excuse me, in a world that already includes a big boy, why would I settle for something like a big boy?